Well, they deserve to have them on because they're a part of those 600. And I wish and hope that our program could probably mail one to every player I've ever coached because that's who needs to be wearing them, not me. Those kids found a way to grind it out tonight. They were better players than I was a coach tonight. And that's what you have to do here late in the year, on the road especially. And Texas Tech is a much improved basketball team. And honestly, if they play like that every night, they're going to win a lot of these remaining games because they played well.
What was it going into the fourth quarter? I always ask, or everybody always asks about a message to your team, but you know, it's tied going into the fourth quarter. Same thing. Did you adjust?
We executed a few things on the offensive end for Juicy, who hit some shots. Cooper hit some shots. She made the right delivery on some passes. On the defensive end, I stayed with Queen guarding Lexi Gordon at the 4. A little bit more height than Nalissa. Nalissa played well. I stayed with Queen because I thought Queen was giving us some spring at the basket on rebounding and Cox feeding her. I thought defensively we were so concerned about the 3-ball that throughout 3 quarters we really didn't help anybody on drives. And then we got our hands and we were able to steal some drives there and just made some plays, both ends of the floor.
Juicy, did it feel like it was? Sorry.
Okay.
Juicy, did it feel like going to the fourth quarter? Did it feel like it was on you to make some shots, or at least somebody to step up? Because it kind of seemed like they had the most positive energy going into that period.
I guess like Coach said, we're just kind of like trying to execute things. I know she drew up in the huddle, play for me to hit a shot. She said, "This is like your shot." So, I just try my best to execute that play and make that shot.
Kim, in that stretch there, I think she scored 7 of your 9 during a 9-0 run. Was there some specifically designed for her? I mean, was that kind of the plan, driving penetration?
It was. I felt like we needed to get some perimeter kids involved offensively. We're going to always have post touches, but I felt like we needed to get some perimeter shots for certain kids, and we just ran a couple sets, and they nailed some shots.
Taya, it was a battle for 3 quarters. Did you feel like maybe Texas Tech had a little bit of an energy edge, kind of with you guys, I guess, a target on your back or whatever they say?
I think they were home. They were real comfortable. They played a great game, but we just knew we had to step up at the right time, and that's what we did.
What do you feel like is something that your team can learn from, situations like this where you may be playing a team that's really at this point still fighting for a bid in the WNIT, and you guys are in a position to be able to make it really deep in the postseason this year, just to kind of be able to manage and control your emotions as you sort of ride through the peaks and valleys of games like this?
Just staying confident and executing, and know that we all got to step up at the same time, and just playing together.
What is something that you'd like to tell your coach as you're here to celebrate her 600th win?
She loves me.
I do.
She loves me.
Yeah, no, that's a remarkable thing to do, and I'm happy for her and everything that she's done, and it's just amazing to be a part of it now.
Guys, if you look at the stats now, we didn't play a bad game. You shot 50% from the field. You only had 8 turnovers to 22 assists. Let's compliment Texas Tech and just say they played a really good game. We didn't play bad. They had a little bit more spark. They're at home. I thought, I don't know, was that their largest crowd of the year? Huh? Somebody here's got to know that. It is? So the crowd was good, and if it, wasn't the largest, it had to be one of the largest. So let's compliment them. We didn't play bad. We took their best shot, and you're leaving here with a 15-point victory. And we're going to take tomorrow off and prop our feet up.
Kim, can you talk about just being the fastest to 600 and, 4 games faster than a name like Adolph Rupp and what that means to you?
You know my answer to that, Chad. It goes to these kids. That's why they're wearing the hats instead of me. Coaches are only as good as their players. That's the God's truth. I can draw up every play in America. I can be the smartest coach in the world. But if you don't have players and they don't go out there and perform, you don't win basketball games. So those 600 victories coming as quick as it did, it's because of those kids. Secondly, it's the coaching staff. I don't have a lot of turnover on my coaching staff. And that's a compliment because I take care of them. They take care of me. We pay them well. And I've got 3 of them that have been with me since I've been at Baylor, with the exception of a couple of years. That's unheard of now. Coaches are always looking for the next phone call, the next job, and that's why you win 600 as quick as we do. And then thirdly, hell, I'm getting old. Okay? I'm just getting old, but I still got a lot of fight left. Still got a lot of gas in that tank. So as long as we're competing for championships and we're getting good players and Baylor takes good care of us, keep doing it.
Juicy, you were here for 500. You've been part of probably 130, 140 wins. What was it like to help her get that tonight, I guess?
It was really special, like you said, just being here for those 500 plus, for 500 wins. We celebrated that, and then 550, and now I'm here at 600. So just to be able to celebrate that with her is special.
Coach, you mentioned improvement by Texas Tech. Kind of talk about Marlene, year 2, 4th time meeting with her, how you've kind of seen her progress.
Well, I can only talk about the games against us. How many threes did they shoot tonight? 28. Well, I guess you'd say we kept them under what they shot at our place, 39. She understands what she has to do against my team, and that's the first thing that I would say. She just understands the game. She's not bringing a lot in that paint. There's not a lot to be had in that paint because we're big. She has improved her perimeter players in that they're all very confident in shooting the 3, and they spread you out. Brittany Brewer, I'm telling you, that kid is so much improved. I mean, she just really is. And for her to do what she does and get double-doubles surrounded by her cast who shoot the ball all over the floor, sometimes that's hard for a 6'5" kid. But she figures out how to get what she needs done within that team concept.
Coach, that moment on the floor when your team started lifting you up, what kind of went through your head? And what were you thinking?
Don't squeeze too hard, I enjoy this team. I've enjoyed just about all my teams. Some have more drama than others. Some have more off-the-court issues than others. But for the most part, you want to have those kids leave you having experienced a championship. And that's not just a national championship. That's a Big 12 championship. And I want them to get that ring again. I want them to say, hey, to their children and grandchildren someday, I've got something that a lot of players never get. And that's why they come to Baylor. That's what's important to me. I enjoy watching Baylor fans. From the first one we ever won to the ones we continue to win right now, it is fun for me to look at the faces of Baylor and go, wow, there was a day when everybody thought, schedule Baylor, that's a win. In all sports, schedule Baylor, no more, no more. And that's what brings joy to me. We good?
Thanks.
All right, guys.